Hi, so I'm making this video for some friends because I find myself having to explain this concept a lot. And I would love to, share it with more people, whoever is interested in the topic or whoever wants to share ideas with this. So, the scientific explanation for God. So, first, we're going to start off with a hypothetical. If we were God, how would we go about to sustain life, right? And so, what a lot of people would eventually come to the conclusion to is to sustain life, we would need an ecosystem. And in an ecosystem, you have plants that grow, but you don't want the plants to grow too much. So, you have prey that eat the plants. And you don't want all the prey to eat all the plants. So, you have some predators. And so, what you have is you have the circle of life. And so, what this goes to show is that the design of life itself is inherently intelligent. And wherever we look in life, we have all of these ecosystems everywhere in the ocean, in the jungle, even in urban environments. There's a cycle of life. And the earth has this way of repairing itself. And it's the perfect vessel to sustain life. We have a giant oasis, we have a magnetic field, we have a weather system. And what this goes to show is that we are special because we are intelligently created. Now, the argument that I hear often from this is we're not special and we're random because we're just random atoms in the universe and we were just created by chance. Okay. And so an analogy I use to rebut this is there's a YouTube video, and the YouTube video is titled "Can Pi Beat Pokemon?" And so Pokemon is a video game, and what pi is an infinite number that goes on forever. So the theory is if you give each number uh, the ability to play the game in a certain way, eventually this infinite number will reach the end of the game because the number is infinite. So, in theory, because the number is infinite, eventually it will find a sequence of numbers that can beat the game. But in reality, what actually happens is a bunch of random nonsense because that's what random nonsense is. So, while Pi plays the video game, it kind of just stays around at the beginning and does a bunch of weird things. One second. So what does this show us? I got some notes on the side. That's what I'm looking on the side. This goes to show that we are not an accident. And this theory is consistent because when we look outside of our observable universe, every other planet is empty, void of life. We could observe galaxies, we can observe other solar systems, other planets, and we found nothing. We are all that there is. And so the argument to that is, but there are infinite universes and infinite galaxies, and there's only so much we can see. So, how can you know if there's a God or not? But does alien life disprove God? No. I say no because regardless of whether there's other life or not, we are intelligently created. The chances of what's happening on this earth right now, is random is impossible. It's literally impossible. Now, is this proof? No, this is not proof. Proof can be anything. I could show this to a bunch of people and they would still disagree with me. And the only proof they would accept is if God phases through your living room wall, looks at you and says, "Hey, what's up? I'm God." then only then and only then, that will be considered proof, right? But this is not proof. This is just the evidence I have obtained to support the existence of a God. Now, who that God is subject to debate. And me, I believe in Jesus. And I grew up most of my life never believing in God. And so for me, I went the scientific route because that's the only way my brain would allow me to acknowledge the existence of a God. Right? So if no one has ever explained it to you scientifically to you before, I hope this gives you insight. I hope this helps. But if you want to know more, let me know. If you want to hear me talk about something else, I'm just trying to I'm just trying to become a boxer, advertise myself as a person, and I think this shows who I am as a person. So more boxing fights to come. Have you heard the good news? The good news is that God loves you. So yeah, thank you for watching. That's it. Bye.